Hey, it's John here. On August 11th, we'll be releasing our next feature-length story, At the Crossing, a story about two sisters who set out on a perilous journey in a region devastated by environmental disaster. Keep an eye out for a trailer very soon. Find out more about At the Crossing by visiting our website, thescriptdepartment.net, or by following us on social media. And don't forget that you can also find our first feature-length project, The Parish, which is out now. Before then, we'll have plenty more short stories, starting with this week's episode, which comes from our regular contributor, Belinda Lees.
The Enticer. Interior, Marvin's kitchen, sitting room, day. Verity Triggs, late middle years, wipes the counter in an elegant kitchen. She hobbles to the sink to inspect a bottle of whiskey. She hobbles to the sitting room, places the bottle inside the drinks cabinet, then selects a bottle of gin. After casting a furtive glance behind her, she pours a shot, throws it back, then sighs. After another glance, she fills the glass, then gulps it down. Interior television studio, control room, day. An alarm rings in a television studio. The host whoops, sitting across from 7 wealthy-looking, excitable and ridiculous contenders. The 8th, Marvin Appleton, late middle years, seems perplexed as he watches Verity on a screen, wiping her mouth. Screen text, Cleaner Triggs, appears under her image. In the control room, the producer-director Jeremy nods, satisfied, beside the vision mixer who switches to a camera on the host. Host. And Cleaner Triggs has succumbed to the enticement of alcohol, which makes Marvin Appleton our 5th and final contender. A screen shows Marvin, stony-faced. And now we farewell our 3 unsuccessful contestants. But hey, at least your cleaners are honest. A screen shows the contenders laughing, except for Marvin. In the studio, a screen behind the contenders features undignified images of the cleaners at the moment they succumbed to their enticements. Is the Enticer a game of chance or skill? Both. Each contender was allotted a cleaner at random. The skill is in leaving enticements to lure the cleaners. Each time they succumb, the contender accrues points. After 4 days, the contender with the highest total wins. Tune in tomorrow when counting begins on The Enticer. Music swells. Marvin frowns. The host shakes hands with the contenders. Interior, Angela's office. Day. A month earlier. Flashback. Verity lowers herself into an armchair. Angela, a sophisticated woman of similar age, gestures with a glass of wine. Verity shakes her head. Angela. I already told you, dearest, there's nothing going. Verity. There's always something, Angela. Well, yes, there's always something, just like there's always sex, but the question is, do you want chlamydia? I want chlamydia. No! No. I have my reputation to consider. I can't wait any longer for my operation. Yes, you can, Verity. I'll get you some... Mimes a spliff. Get me a job, Angela. Any job, so long as it pays well. Remember Queen Margaret at the National? Barry said it never worked with such an instinctive actor. Remember Sonia's review? Verity Triggs, a tour de force. Remember the queues for autographs all the way to the bar? That was a decade ago, Angela. Whatever it is, I'll do it. You'll hate it. The producer-director is that talentless rodent, Jeremy Appleton. Go on. It's dodgy cleaner. I'll do it. On a reality TV show called The Enticer. I'll do it. An audience of 6 million will believe Verity Triggs is a thieving cleaner. Good fee? The actor who gives the most Entertaining performance receives an impressive bonus. To do so, you'll have to annihilate your career, dearest, and your dignity. The humiliation. I'll do it. End flashback. Interior, television studio, day. The contenders sip champagne, except for Marvin, who stands apart. Jeremy. Welcome aboard, bro. Marvin, pointing to Verity's image. That poor woman, it's unethical. Nah. She's an alcoholic. You're secretly filming her. It's entrapment. You'll ruin her. The humiliation. Yes. You'd trick your own brother into this cesspit you call entertainment? Yes, what fun. Cesspit, eh? I'm out. Nah, because I'll sue you for all you're worth. And Marvin, do you remember the clause about not contacting the cleaner? Jeremy mixes with the contenders. Marvin, privately. Don't worry, Miss Triggs. Somehow I'll get us both out of Jeremy's cesspit. I promise you. Interior, Verity's living room, late afternoon. Wearing a men's dinner suit, Verity swallows pills. She presses record on a video camera, then plays disco music. Verity. Come on, Triggs. There's work to be done. Reluctantly, she allows the beat to infiltrate her body until her inner disco queen is fully activated. Interior, lawyer's office, late afternoon. Marvin sits across from his lawyer, Pauline, hanging on every twitch. She lowers the contract, frowning. Marvin. Good news? She shakes her head. But I thought... She shakes her head. Surely... She shakes her head. Did you read any of it, Marvin? Marvin lowers his gaze. What did you think you were signing? I thought I was adopting his little cat. Does Jeremy have a cat? Marvin shakes his head. Your only hope is if Triggs fails to show. A mischievous glint enters Marvin's eyes. Don't go contacting her. There's a clause. Yes, I know. Just get through it, Marvin. And never sign anything before showing me. Interior, Verity's living room, late afternoon. Verity's reviewing her rehearsal. The phone rings. Verity, interphone. Verity here? Oh, I'll just grab my diary. Wednesday the 3rd? Yes? Oh, that's great. At London Bridge. Fabulous. Pay on the day? Oh, great. Thank you very much. In the playback footage, Verity punches the air before crumbling in pain. Interior, control room, television studio, day. Sitting beside the vision mixer, Jeremy watches Verity perform her unorthodox choreography to disco music while she slurps from a bottle. Jeremy. Genius! In the studio, Marvin's brow is furrowed as he watches the footage. Host. It's always shocking when dishonesty is revealed, isn't it, Marvin? Marvin to camera. Yes, it's shocking when one discovers that someone turns out to be a cad. Jeremy smirks in the control room. In the studio, host. Speaking of scoundrels, let's peek in Contender 4's house at Cleaner Jobling. Footage shows Cleaner Jobling on a chaise lounge, smoking a cigar, pawing through photos. Contender 4. Got him! Ha-ha! Yes! Goal! The tellyboard shows Contender 4's score rise. Host. And Cleaner Jobling's duplicitous shenanigans catapult Contender 4 into the lead on day 1. Exterior, street near Marvin's house, late afternoon. Verity's hobbling down the path when she's intercepted by Marvin. Marvin. Hello there, Marvin Appleton. Verity panics. Fabulous job, wonderful attention to detail, but I'm sorry, I'm leaving the country for an urgent thing. Verity is agitated. So anyway, handing her an envelope, token of my great appreciation and farewell. Marvin scuttles down the path, through his gate, into his house. Inside the envelope, Verity finds a large sum of cash. Interior, Verity's kitchen, night. Verity's on the phone to Angela. She toys with her medication, while Angela fiddles with her wineglass. Verity. It doesn't make sense. Angela. Of course not, darling. It's Jeremy Appleton, not Peter Brook. It's obviously a device to raise stakes. Probably filmed it. Anyway, he's chuffed with your work. Marvin? Jeremy said if only they were all as creative as you. Oh? Interior, television studio, day. Marvin sits smugly. Host. And now to Contender 5's house to see what naughty mischief Cleaner Triggs is up to on day 2. Will she be swilling gin, Contender 5? Marvin shakes his head. A screen reveals Verity slurping gin while vacuuming. Host. As if there was any doubt. Marvin looks horrified. A screen shows the cleaners in live action with their tallies. Host. As we break for a commercial, Contender 4 is in the lead after Cleaner Jobling's shady encounter with heirloom jewellery. Contenders, remember, secure your precious items under lock and key. A mischievous glint appears in Marvin's eyes. Dusk. Verity's rehearsing before her camera, wearing men's underwear on her head, pretending to snort powder. Meanwhile, Marvin watches a locksmith change his door lock. In the control room, Jeremy reviews Verity's footage admiringly. Jeremy. I wonder. Exterior, Marvin's house, day. Verity struggles with Marvin's front door. She rushes to the back door. She struggles again. Marvin appears satisfied. Host. And now we cross to Contender 5's house, where we'll probably find Cleaner Triggs struggling with a hangover. The screen reveals an empty house. Jeremy fumes in the control room. Jeremy. Check the external cameras. The vision mixer switches to reveal the front, then back doors. Verity is nowhere. What have you done, you cockroach? A screen reveals Marvin, grinning. Exterior, Marvin Street, day. Verity's on the phone to Angela, who's distracted, opening a bottle of wine. Verity. Of course I tried the locks. Did Jeremy say anything? Am I cut from the show? Oh, lordy no, dearest. Says he's got something in the pipelines. Really? Yes. It's obviously a device to raise the stakes. Now get the hell inside. Verity peers at an open window on the second story, then slumps. Interior, control room, television studio, day. The vision mixer watches as Verity enters the shot of the back door, holding a cement garden ornament. Vision mixer. Here. Jeremy. Switch to the inside. A garden ornament smashes through the window beside the door. Verity's hand reaches for the doorknob. Whoa! In the studio, Marvin sinks in his chair as Verity enters. Host. Whoa! Cleaner Triggs has performed a break and enter! A screen shows Verity brushing herself. Her tally soars. It's going to be a battle between contenders 4 and 5 on our penultimate day on the Enticer. Contender 4. Come on! Yes! Exterior, interior, Verity's apartment, late afternoon. Verity hobbles up the steps to her apartment. She's shocked to find Marvin waiting. Marvin. Miss Triggs, I have something to tell you. Panicking, Verity struggles with the lock. Can I help? Perhaps a garden ornament? I'm sorry. Look, I have to tell you something. It's very, very important. Verity slams the door between them. No! No! Wait, Miss Triggs! Marvin knocks on the door, then rings the bell. Miss Triggs! Miss Triggs, you're being filmed for a reality television show. You mustn't come tomorrow or it'll go to air. You'll be ruined. Miss Triggs! On the other side of the door, Verity silently curses him. Miss Triggs, are you there? Did you hear what I said? No, now go away. I've called security and they're coming immediately. Verity watches Marvin through the peephole as he reacts with a mischievous glint in his eye. He scuttles off. Damn it! Exterior, Marvin's house, day. As Verity rounds the corner, she discovers a massive security guard at Marvin's gate. She groans. Interior, control room, television studio, day. The vision mixer studies the cameras on Marvin's house, absent of Verity. Jeremy, she'll have a grand entrance for the final day, you'll see. In the studio, the screen behind the contenders features humiliating images of the cleaners with their tallies. Host, on our final day on the Enticer, contender 5's in the lead. Marvin appears nervous but confident. Contender 4, it's not over yet. Host, before we cross live, we've got a package of highlights. The degrading montage begins. Exterior, Marvin's house, day. Verity hobbles energetically towards the guard. Verity. Excuse me, kind sir. Security guard. Mr. Appleton has a message. Which Appleton? The guard hands her a bulging envelope with compliments M. Appleton. I don't want it. Now make way, Buster. I'd hate for this to get physical. Mr. Appleton said to take it. She takes it. Now bugger off. Verity pretends to leave, then doubles back. She pushes but is unable to budge him. Defeated, she opens the envelope. It's brimming with large denomination notes. Verity's eyes bulge. Interior, control room, day. On a screen, the contenders are watching the montage, laughing, except for Marvin. Jeremy. What have you done, you prick? Vision mixer. What? Jeremy. Not you, the cockroach. He points to the screen on Marvin. Where is she? Verity's on the phone to Angela, who's sipping wine. Verity. What do I do? It'll be fake. It's real and it's more than enough for my operation. He thinks you're the next sensation in reality TV. Genuine celebrity material. He said that? Really? Verity hesitates. She cancels the call. Knock 'em dead, dearest. Verity pops some pills, then marches towards the guard. Jeremy's frantic in the control room. Vision mixer. Found her! A screen shows Verity wrestling with the guard near Marvin's door. She stuffs the envelope into his hand and speaks into his ear. He looks at the envelope, then rushes off. In the studio, host. Our expectations are sky high as we cross to Cleaner Triggs' entrance. At Marvin's house, Verity looks at the open second-story window and sighs. Verity. Come on, Triggs. There's work to be done. She climbs the trellis. It's a struggle, but step by step she scales the wall. In the control room, Jeremy's jaw drops. In the studio, Marvin's bewildered. He stands. Marvin. No! Contender 4. No! Host. Oh, yes! At the house, Verity groans her way up the wall. In the control room, Jeremy's on the edge of his seat. Jeremy. Come on! Vision mixer. Are you covered if she falls? Shut up! In the studio, the host whoops. The contenders are out of their seats. Marvin collapses in his chair as Verity enters the window, rolling onto the floor. Jeremy screams in the control room as Verity hobbles to a closet, withdraws gin, gulps, then wipes her mouth. Genius! Bloody genius! In the studio, host, Cleaner Triggs, who can possibly beat this champion felon now? Marvin slides to the floor. Interior, hospital room, day. Verity's in bed, laughing with a nurse at an absurd montage of Cleaner Triggs' enticements on the TV. A cleaner notices she's on the screen. You're she? Yes. Nurse, reacting to footage. Ow! Cleaner. Could I get your autograph? Nurse. Don't bother, Miss Triggs. Verity. My pleasure. As Verity signs, Angela enters. Autographs. The nurse ushers out the cleaner, then exits. While you're at it, handing her an envelope, courtesy of Jeremy. Verity withdraws a contract for celebrities cleaning cesspits. Cesspits? Cesspits? You call it a cesspit, dearest. I call it chlamydia. Verity is shocked by the fee. I'll do it. The end.
The Enticer was written and performed by Belinda Lees. Belinda also wrote one of our previous episodes, Smashed, which we highly recommend you listen to. You can check it out on our website or by subscribing to us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, or wherever else you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back soon.